Hey y'all, so today we're going to be talking about forms, and I really want y'all to focus on this index finger. If you can see how curved it is, that's why we're going to be using forms today. Usually I use tips, but with my clients who have more curved or just kind of raised nail beds, I'll use my forms. So let's talk about these forms. This is actually like the perfect client to showcase how to use forms on. She had like a nice nail bed, she had a nice nail length, so everything was very simple, like by the book. It might be a little bit more difficult to put on your forms if your client has no nail base, but this was a very easy client to use these forms on. So I'm just taking my Bad and Boujee, and as you can see, like I said, she has a nice nail length already. So what I did was I took my first bead and I placed it about a little bit less than halfway in the center of her nail, and then I'm going to pat it out. I use a patting motion mostly when I'm doing or laying my acrylic, so I'm using mostly a patting motion, and I started in the middle or the center and patted downwards towards the free edge, just because that's going to create some sort of seal up under that nail. So the acrylic is going to go right over the natural nail and onto the form. If you're understanding what I'm saying, like there's not going to be like a real crazy gap or like any extra acrylic up under there or anything. So I start in the center and then drag it out, and it gives the acrylic a little bit of time to harden and kind of cure, working its way to the free edge. So if I'm making any sense, please let me know. I'm hoping that's making sense, but that's just the best way I know how to explain it. And then I don't follow any sort of bead method. It's just however many beads it took me to build the nail. I do every bead or every nail completely different. Some beads or some nails might take me one bead. Some nails might take me 3 or 4 or 5. It just depends. So my second bead, I placed it a little bit closer to the cuticle. And then this third bead, I'm going to place this closer to the middle, and I'm going to build up that free edge just a little bit more, just because it is so thin. As you can see that form right through that nail tip that I have built up for you, which is fine if you want a thinner or more natural look. But for this client, I just needed something just slightly thicker, not too thick, but like just slightly, and then I'm going to drag that closer or up to the cuticle. And then for this very, very last bead, I'm going to grab, it's going to be really, really tiny. This is going to be my cuticle bead. And it's, like I said, it's going to be very tiny. And I'm going to use my brush, and I'm just going to like push it into place, if that makes sense. Actually, I think I'm going to end up grabbing one more bead after this one, but I just needed to fill in that cuticle or that side of my cuticle area a little bit better. But yes, so I'm gonna take this last bead and just place that not directly in the cuticle area, just slightly above, and then I'm going to use my brush to kind of pat it and push it into place. So you'll see that in a little bit, just using the tips of my bristles and patting that into place, and you can see that I have built a really nice nail. Look at that. And I'm going to show you this one more time. And then, as I said, you can see she has a really, really nice free edge already. So we're just really going to use that to build her nail. So once again, placing that kind of like in the center, but not all the way in the center. And then just start patting it out, putting it into place. And then I do really like this Bad and Boujee acrylic because it hardens a little bit faster. So newer techs might not really care for this color. I really cared for it because, like I said, it dries a little bit faster. So when I'm dragging it down towards the free edge, it's already starting to cure. Like it's getting there. So I'm using that for my free edge. And then it's gonna just build what I needed to build. I'm really starting to love forms, you guys. Obviously not for all of my clients. I really prefer to use tips, like one, and just, I don't know, it gives a uniform look to all my clients. I like all my sets to have a very uniform look, which just means I need to take or just get a little bit more practice with my forms, which is fine. But I just like the looks that my tips give me. But when I do have clients that, like I said, have like a curved nail plate, like they curve down, or especially if they curve up. I have one of my clients and her nails they didn't used to curve up, or at least not this dramatically. She cheated on me and it broke my heart, and she went to someone else, and I don't know what happened, but when she came back, her nail beds are completely curved up. So now I use tips on her. So it just depends. I am definitely forms, I'm sorry, but yeah, it just definitely depends on the client and like what your client needs. So since this client does have nail beds that do curve down a little bit more, I'm going to use my form so that we can straighten them out just slightly, and I'll show you guys how I do that as we go on. And by the way, this section of the video is in real time. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but this is in real time. So this is how long it actually took me to lay the acrylic for this nail and build this nail up. I'm going to take another bead, and this one I can still see through that free edge a lot. I can see all of those lines on that form. So I'm going to take another bead, put that there. Once again, patting that out, just pat, 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 pat. I use a swiping motion more towards like the end. Like, I don't even think I did it. Yeah, like I mostly pat when I'm laying my acrylic. There goes a little swipey swipe, but when I'm laying my acrylic, I'm always patting. I think that's why I prefer to work with drier beads, more dry beads. Is this done, or do we need another bead? I think we're gonna do a cuticle bead, right? No, a little edge bead. That's cool. It's so tiny. And then I'm gonna swipe that up towards the cuticle area. You know, making sure to lay that flat. And then we might be good at this point. And then I always use my brush to kind of make that free edge look how the way I want it before I do that. So then to take it off, I just pinch under the nail. I remove the sticker from the top, and boom, and you got your forms off. And I really wanted to show you guys this part. Like, you can still see how curved these nails are from this side angle. Like, look just how curved those nails are. And I'm going to show you exactly, like, look at that index finger. I'm going to show you guys exactly how we fixed it. So obviously, as always, I'm going to start off by filing first. And this is my 100 grit file. I was going to say I'll have the link to these. I don't. I got these from my nail supply. But yeah, just take my 100 grit files. We're just going to go ahead and redefine the shape a little bit. And that's the only thing about like using forms. I've been doing a lot better with getting a more uniform shape, but I just feel like, I don't know, the tips just, it don't give the tip look. And I know I could make it give the tip look. I would just have to like sit down and do it over and over and over again, which, like I said, I'm getting better every single time because I do have clients that I'm using forms on now. Like, they come and I use forms, or if they just get a feel, they just get a feel. But I'm like, I'm using these for because I know if someone has a curved nail bed or something and I use form or tips on them, it's not gonna give me the same effects. First of all, it's probably gonna lift, where it's just, I don't know if y'all have experience working with different types of nail beds and nail shapes and all that, but that's something I would just rather go ahead and use my forms on because I can shape it exactly how I want it. And then I switched to my purple file because, first of all, these are both 100 grit files, but my purple files definitely, they hit different. That's why I thought those were 88 grit files. Throwback. Shout out to anybody who's been watching me for a little bit, because they know I had a whole like realization a couple months ago, like, wait, this is not what I thought I had. Regardless, and then you can see I did make her nails a little bit thicker. Like, look at that other hand, just because like I said, I want to build it up and then shape it exactly how I want to. So as always, I started with the cuticle area. Make sure I go around the cuticle area, seal that really good. And then, as you can see, I'm really focusing on the back and that apex area. I don't want it to be thick at all. So what I'm really doing is shaving that bulk down and making it look as natural as possible. And then you'll see like a side view in a minute here, but like I said, once again, just go around the cuticle area, making sure you're sealing your cuticle area very well. We do not want any lifting. We don't want any moisture to be able to get into that cuticle area, get up under those nails and create any moisture or any greenies or any fungus or anything like that. Also, what is it called? What primer have you guys been using? I've been using both No Lift Nails and Young Nails Protein Bond, and so far, I don't know, I haven't really noticed a huge difference from when I was just using the No Lift Nails versus the No Lift Nails and the Protein Bond, but I don't know. And also, y'all, I did my nails and they is real short and I do not like them. Well, I won't say I do not like them. I just feel like that's a bit dramatic. I don't care for them as much as I care for my other nails because literally I'm a nail tech. So like I didn't even used to like having my nails done, but then once I started doing nails, because I'm like, okay, I need to keep my nails done for promotion, because every time somebody asks me like, oh my god, I love your nails, like who does your nails? And I'll be like, me, and I give them a card. Like I gained some business like that. So it's just like these little old baby nails, like ain't nobody even really seeing these for real, you know what I mean? So I'm about to go to Mexico and I am about to do some real long nails. I'ma still ask for y'all opinion, even though nobody ever really give them to me, because period, and I just want to. So yeah, give me ideas for Mexico. What's like a vacation nail? Somebody let me know in the comments. I'm probably gonna do what I want though, because yeah, I don't wait for nobody. But yeah, we're gonna come vacation nails. I was trying to come vacation nails with these nails, like it gave vacation colors, but the length is just giving baby, and I'm not rocking with it. You know what I mean? So come the end of March, we're gonna have a different set. And that really hurt my heart because yeah, as soon as I cut the tips, I said, oh no, baby, this is not what I thought this was. And I think you got a real good shot of those nails from the side. Like, okay, look, that's a really good shot from the side. You can see exactly how much bulk I really took down. You can see how smooth they look too. Yeah, I got some new drill bits too. Oh my goodness, it was time. I didn't realize how much I needed new drill bits. I just haven't been to the nail supply in a while. But yeah, so buff all that out and boom. So now it's time for the design portion, my favorite part. I'm using this black. We're using mostly black and white. I asked her, I'm like, so what's your colors? Like, what are you into? And she just said, like, neutral colors, like, but mostly black. So I was like, all right, we're going to rock with black. So we're going to do Frenchies. I don't know what I just tried to say. We're going to do Frenchies. And this black, once again, I got this black from that 24 pack of chrome. I will leave this in the description below. It's going to be with the 24 pack of chrome. But y'all, I really love this black polish. I don't know if they sell it on its own, but even if they don't, you need the 24 pack period, because put that chrome on everything. Y'all, this is literally like one coat and it's done. Like I've used D&D's black. I've used I think it's called Black Licorice, and there's another one. And I've tried a couple different brands, but every brand that I've tried, their black polish is so sheer, and that pisses me off. Like, oh my goodness, you got to go over it multiple times, and don't let it be like a real like complex design. I'm not doing it. So yeah, this black polish is fire. But also I've heard that, I think it's called Hollow Taco, they have a one coat black that's really good. So let me know if y'all have tried that. I'm using this blooming gel. That's what I just put on both of her nails. So this is the blooming gel, and then I'm going to take that same black I just used and the white. This is Snowflake White by D&D. I'll link it below as well. And yeah, I'm just going to marble that. I took my little, I think that's called an ombre brush. I don't know, but I used that and I just kind of dragged it through my white and my black, and I made my marble. And then I put my dotting tool in that black and that white, and I made some of these little, I don't know what you would call them. It was croc print, but I'm not doing croc print, so I really don't know what you would call. Oh, bro, you know what would be so fire? I'm actually going to do this in tie-dye. I think that would be real fire. I'm going to do that on one of my next designs. So if y'all see that in one of my next videos, you heard it here first. And then, y'all, I got this real long brush, and if you send them real long, like just them lines that look like that on Instagram, like they would just never come out how I wanted them to come out. So this long brush really, it did it for me, and I was so happy because yes, I've been doing a lot of this design, I can't lie. And then I'm gonna take my D&D top coat, y'all. This top coat is thicker than a bowl of oats, like no cap. But I love it because when I say it smooths out everything, like there's no little lents in like your top coat, like everything is just smooth. Even if there was like a little lumpy bumpy, like the top coat's gonna smooth it out. Like, because I know sometimes like if I put like let's just say I was using my dotting tool and I had like some lumps or like some little bumps where the polish was, of course. Like that top coat just smooths it all out. So I don't really mind that it's thick anymore because it looked good. And shout out to whoever said to file your free edge once you're done, because baby, this is giving me like crispy, like real, so fresh and so clean, like, you know, like hot off the press, like I just got my nails done. You know what I mean? Like it just gives like, I cut you, you know? But yeah, I love that. I'm gonna take my cuticle oil, and this is how they came out, y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it, and I really loved this set. So definitely make sure you subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.